It's a beautiful day, people of the world. First, let me introduce myself. I am the angel Gabriel, the one promised to be sent at the close of the matter of this world. I'm born under the name Alvesta, the name given to my mother when I was yet in the womb. My father's name is like a breath. It's pronounced Yah, hey. When you breathe in, Yah, out, hey. He said, I breathe the breath of life into every soul. And notice he breathed it into the soul. So you have a soul when you're born. And his soul that he breathed in there is his person. His name is his person. The breath he breathed in you, the first breath you take, is a part of him. And as long as you keep that part of him, as long as you remain righteous, you remain alive. However, the teachings that one received from the time they're born is the teachings that are developed in the world of Satan. So a baby born don't keep the soul too long, because as that baby began to talk, to learn, and to do things, the soul is taken away because that baby is no longer righteous. So we end up serving Satan on an unwilling process because the parents take us there. Now, over the 25,000 years given to Satan to have access to you, you've gone further and further away from my Father. Not because you had to, but because you made the decision on your own to do so. And to understand this, Satan never had power or authority over you. He was only given access to you. He only had the opportunity to be among you. Satan, being an angel, of course, is much more brilliant in the mind of you, however evil he is. He led you astray. Jealousy and envy and bigotry in this world it's a bad thing, and it's widespread. And Satan led you down the garden path. He taught you things that no righteous person would do. Even most of the technology that you have is a violation of a divine society. The mixing of chemicals, that's right, your speech, and surprising to you, even the songs that you enjoy. Think about it. The songs that you enjoy have caused so many people to be persuaded to do things that they wouldn't normally do. It has caused people to violate the laws of marriage. It has caused people to violate the laws of purity. It has caused people to become homeless, people or to become abandoned. It's caused people to have no generational wealth, to create a hardship, financial hardships in their homes. Even the very songs that you enjoy. Think about it. Songs are very, very persuasive, but you just because it sounds good. And again, Satan gets you, and he subdue you by sound. He subdue you by taste. He subdue you by feel. Oh yeah. And many other ways that he subdue you so that you would think that you are living a normal, good, divine life that so-called God, which God doesn't represent my Father, but to connect you who I'm speaking of, so-called God has given you to do. Not so. But through all of this, in the book that you call the Bible, which is not and never could be the book of redemption, it's not my Father's book. It's a book written by Satan to persuade you into the channel of life that he wants you to live, so-called life, because he killed you, he destroyed you at his first meeting. But you, being less of a lesser mind than he, would not detect these things. So Satan has the advantage on you. He makes you think that good is bad, bad is good, up is down, down is up. And these are things that Satan, this is his way. You know, we tell my father through jealousy, he could build a better world. Well, if you compare his world to where you were in the garden, and you see what kind of world he has created and he has built and caused you to help him build, because you help Satan. You run behind these religions. These religions are a trap. It is a worldwide trap. That's right. And if you look in the Bible, there are scripts in the Bible that could put you on caution, but you don't study. You run to the preacher. The preacher is Satan's boy. He belongs to Satan. He's not sent by my Father. Did somebody get before you and tell you God said this and God said that, and God don't speak to you? You should have been a little bit leery. That's right. There should have red flag should have gone up in front of you that these things can't be. All of a sudden he speaks to the preacher, don't speak to you, and the preacher take your money and give you nothing back. That's nothing but a trap. You know, and as you go through life and you work hard, some of you seem to be prosperous, and I do say seem, because you can't own anything in this world. I don't care how rich you are. For taxes and fees and other things taken away from you, and it gets worse and worse, and the change in the price, and nothing is solid, nothing is fixed. Come on, this is nothing but Satan's world. You know, you fail to read for yourself. In the Bible, when it talks about the chalice, having a cup full of blood, it's your blood. If you had read, it's your blood. That's right. It is yours. It's not of someone hanging on a cross and a corpse getting up and walking to come back to you, because you are murderers. That's why it's full of your blood. You have become murderers for Satan. You destroy your children. You taking your children and forcing them into Satan's temples. So your children doesn't have a chance in hell because you destroy your own children. That's right. So children, wake up. You are destroying your own children. Study and see whose blood is in that cup. That's right. When you do wrong, you can't say the devil made me do it. He has no authority over you. He has raptured you through lies. And with his co-conspirators, they have raptured you. And to you that didn't believe, what they did to you, they bring you at the stake, they cut babies from your belly, they'll accuse you, put you in a prison, and change you until they were able to frighten the whole surrounding and cause them to go religious. Religion is a bad thing. Religion is death to anyone who practices it and all who practice it. Religion, there's nowhere written that religious people can make it into the kingdom. It tells you in the book that only the righteous will see my Father, Yahweh. Only the righteous. You know, how often does it have to be beaten to you that there are the good scriptures in the Bible, you don't like them? You don't like them because you don't understand them, but it should ring something in your head. Wait a minute, this is right. And it's plain that even if you read it, there's nowhere where religious people, my father tell you about religion in the book. Mm-hmm. But you don't want to see it. Go to the book of Proverbs. You see it in there. It's in other books as well. Go. Look it up. There are books that tell you about the preachers, how rotten they are. They're liars and deceivers and how they're destructive, but you don't want to see it. And had you read these things for yourself, you would understand more because the preacher is deader than you. He's blinder than you, so he can't see. But you didn't. You didn't obey my father. Even though Satan was given access to you, there are inserts because the writers of the Bible couldn't understand it. They couldn't see. As it is written when you go into the book of Revelation and in the 5th chapter. They can't see it. And read the 5th chapter, verse 1, 3, 4, 2, and 7. And stop there. Don't read yourself on into perdition because the rest is trapped. If you read that over and over, you see that the preacher can't see it. The writers of the Bibles couldn't see it. That's why those inserts are there so that you could see it. But you don't follow my father. You don't follow my father's instruction. He told you to study. Yes. And he tell you to dissect the book put before you. He said, dissect that Bible. But you don't. You're afraid because you allow the preacher make you afraid. He get there hollering and spitting and hollering things as if he knows somebody or knows something and he know nothing. He is damned. That's right. 2 Timothy 2 and 15 is about dissecting the Bible, dissecting what you believe in, separating the truth from the lies, but the truth of my father from the lies of Satan. All of you, almost everybody in any congregation can quote that verse, 2 Timothy 2:15. But you don't understand it because you don't put your heart and your mind in. You don't follow through. That's right. So Satan got you thinking up is down, good is bad, bad is good. He's taken you for a prey. And he prey on you daily. That's right. Your generational wealth is taken away. Your mind and your souls are taken away. That's what this is about. I am sent to get you. I've come in the fire of hell. That's what this is. To get you. Because my father loved you. I love you. We watched you. That's right. I know that all of you aren't coming to me. But this 144,000 lie that's put out amongst you, that is a large attempt to destroy almost the whole world. We have over 8 billion people here. That's right, over 8 billion. You think, you put the figure together. And if I just came for 144,000, then I'm hurting. There's something seriously flawed here. So that all the rest of you in the world would be put to death. You would be destroyed in the process. No, that figure is not my father's and it's not mine. I came for every soul. Now it's up to you to choose to come with me or not come with me. But I came for every soul. That's right, every soul. So there's no limit on it. My blog is written, Gabryal Mission, .blogspot.com. Spelled GABRYALMISSION.blogspot.com. Go there. It is the roadmap. The same as the book of remembrance that I'm sent to write, Malachi 3:16. Check it out. Malachi 3:16. Book of remembrance that I come to write. The book of remembrance, book of redemption, my blog. These recordings, the roadmap, is the very roadmap to your resurrection. and will take you into the kingdom. That's right. That's why I've sent, to show you the way. Father tells you, I sent an angel to lead you. Exodus 23, 20, 21. I send an angel to lead you. He will show you the way. So tell you to obey him, obey his voice. And again, it tells you, said the day come that you hear his voice. So someone's coming that will be able to guide you, someone you can see physically. No dead, you don't deal with no corpse or Zoom, nobody. I am alive. I don't come to die for your sins. I don't die for anybody's sins. I'm forever. I'm forever. That's right. You can go to Proverbs 8 and my Father tell you how long I've been with him. And their verses tell you how I am made. So I don't come to leave you. I come to teach you, to raise you up from under this scum of a world that Satan has put you under to destroy your souls. I come to raise you up, to teach you, and to lead you home. I don't leave you to go anywhere. I don't leave you to go and prepare a place. The kingdom was prepared before you ever existed. It's my Father, then myself, and the kingdom was already there. So if someone said they're going to prepare a place for you, it could only be hell, and that had to be Satan. He come to take you into hell. Like if we take you into hell, there's nothing eternal about hell. It's going to be masterful punishment for a time, for a season, and then it's going to be gotten rid of. It's just like this earth. When I am finished here and take the righteous out of here, all hell will break loose for a season, and then it's going to be exterminated. It's in the book. Take a look. You can see it. My brother, that's where my brothers come into play. I got some awesome brothers. That's where they come in. They're going to exterminate this, and not even a stone, a piece of steel will ever show that you've ever occupied this place. So you have a choice. You can go with me and live forever, or you can go with Satan and perish. And that's what it is. Just that there are two roads, and one is a dead end. That's right, a horrible dead end. So choose you this day whom you want to serve. My Father Yahweh, again, it's like a breath, because it precedes all words and literature. We did not speak. That's why it's written, the tongue is deceitful and desperately wicked, because the tongue allows and take people into lying and deceiving and things that aren't. That's right. That's why we didn't speak through the mouth in the kingdom, in the garden, you might call it. That's right. We spoke by means of telepathy. That is how I knew that Satan had lied to you and had taken you astray. That's how I knew that you were dead. Because in the garden, everything was bliss. You had no problems in the garden. It wasn't you that asked for the opportunity. The Father gave him a chance. Okay, if you can build a better world, son, you go ahead and build it. And if you can build it better, then I'll let you keep it forever. I wasn't jealous. I didn't have to be jealous. Because if we build a better world for you, I'm glad for you. But I knew he couldn't. That's right. As the Father said, I am my Father's host, my Father's Father. He said, I made him. He is made much higher than the angels. That's right. So I know my place. There isn't two of us made like that. There's only one. And now I'm the only son. My Father has angels and he has children, you all. But I am his only son. I am my Father's child. That brings me to another thing. See, you didn't know that prayer is a sin. Oh, yeah. You didn't know. You thought when you fall down on your knees and look down and holler at your best and dig deep into your heart, because you have no soul, dig deep into your heart and your mind, you thought that you were doing the right thing. You realized you were sinning. Prayer is a sin. Let me give you an example. Prayer is an admittance that you are outside of the law. Now, My Father, the best parent in existence. I am his son. I am his child. You his children. Why would he humiliate you and put you down on your knees, and you make you beg him for things? Take a look, think. I know you never thought of it. Why would the creator of all things make you bow down on your knees and beg him for anything? He is your Father. That's why the example is set in the book. See, you didn't look, you didn't read, you didn't study, you didn't research. When the young man fell down on his knees, they said before an angel, but they lied. They had to put a lie. See, when the truth is there, they ring it up with lies. But it's showing that when he fell down on his knees, and my Father was supposedly said to him, stand up on your feet, you mighty man of valor, because he had fallen down on his knees in humiliation. That's why that's there. You couldn't figure out why it's there because you said, oh, he's behind the wine press. It was just enough to get by. Well, that's what you're doing. You're behind the wine press. Thrive Creation Week was just enough to get by, because every week when your paycheck is gone, when your paycheck is gone, you got nothing left. The rest you've given to the damn preacher. He is damned. He is Satan's boy, ruling over you. That's right. You've given it to the damn preacher. You don't think. So you are the one behind the wine press, thrashing wheat just enough to get by. Because every week you're down. You're down to the bone working in 40 hours and some more than 40 hours, and you can't hardly pay your rent. A lot of you can't, because a lot of your cars are taken away. Your houses are full of clothes. Husband and wives are fighting because there's not enough money coming into the household. Now, why not? Why? When you work, you put in enough hours to live in bliss, but you don't have it. That's right. Because this is Satan's society. And the better you are, the worse your living conditions are. Because Satan's society is established against you. It's not for you to have peace in Satan's society. There'll be no peace. Country is going to continue fighting and warring. That's right. People that don't look like you are going to continue hating you. You hating them. That's not all of you, of course. That's right. Males hating females, females hating males, and some hate their own kind. This is a hateful and an evil world. That's right. It's set that way. It is established for people. There will be no peace. Another thing for you, you got a nuclear war to go through. I don't care how much, what they do in Washington and Moscow or China, you're going through a nuclear war. Most of you are not going to survive it either. You're going to have a nuclear war. I want to take my Father's children out here before this. I don't want you going through it. You that come to me, go to Gabryal Mission, blogspot.com, and study. I wrote that for you. I wrote it for you. The inserts that are taken from the book of the law, I wrote the book of the law. My Father Yahweh dictated it, and I wrote it. And it was written for you. But see, evil beings, Satan and his advocates, the preachers and the politicians, took it away from you. They know it's there, but they don't want you to have it. Because then, they cannot take control of a wide awake person. It is written about me that the government would be on my shoulders. Well, they've been on my shoulders. But no matter what they do, I know how to build wealth. And I build it back so fast that they are amazed. That's right. They've taken from me. They've stolen from my brothers and from my sisters. They've taken from my father. That's right. And they continue to do. And every time any of you who are so-called black build up any kind of an economy, these government send in their thieves and thugs to take it away. Rather by hook or crook, they send it to take it away. This is why you that are so-called black, you're Hebrews here, by the way. You're Hebrews. You aren't black. You're Hebrews. So, and it's not for you to build an economy here, but to slave for other people. They take it away. You have concepts of it. And it didn't start here. It didn't start here. It's always been that way. They're on your back. Not only on my shoulder, they're on your back. The economy. Your tax money is not spent in your neighborhood. That's right. It's not spent for you. You don't get anything. And it's designed that you don't. It's designed that you continue to rent rather than owning. That's right. You pay higher interest for things that you buy. Yeah, you're paid less on your jobs. You went through slavery again. So how lame can you be? And they throw up this white God before you, and you abandon my Father and me. When all the time my description is in the book. My occupation is in the book. What I will be doing when I come is in the book. That's right. My hair is in the book. My skin is in the book. I come promoting the Father, and his name is in the book. The devil you serve never promoted my Father, didn't even know his name. He couldn't know his name because whatever it is, really. Satan stuck that up before you. Satan's black. Satan is blacker than me. Satan stuck that up before you because he knew what time it would be. Over the spans of time, different nations have ruled. He knew that the white nation would be ruled during this day, and you coming out of slavery would be easy to convince that the white is your God, and that they put him up before you, and you believe. You ran with it. You took it and ran with it. You ate it whole hog. So that much choked you. Open your eyes. Take a look at the book before you that you got called the Bible. Not my Father's book, but there's enough in there to take the good and dispel the bad, and you will see. Look up words. That's right. And for you females that see this, you are not a woman. Something else they sold you on. These evil males, they flipped the script on you. And got to talking about you gave somebody an apple. It's not even written in the book. Where you get that from that? Supposed to give them Adam. What Adam? What Eve? This foolishness that you believe. And they flipped the script on you. Don't you realize the very word male means evil? That's right. The word male means evil. He's evil one. Didn't know that, did you? See, you think you know something. This is why. It is in my blog. That's right. And it's in these recordings. I did not come to argue with the ignorant about what they think they know. The script has been flipped on you. And if you want to see, understand it closer and better, go to my blog. That's right. And go to the post. The day our mothers die. And you see what you're dealing with the males of this world. That's right. I know a lot of you are bad too. But you go and read the day our mothers die. That's right. There are over 80 posts in there. And anybody wanting to resurrect should be able to see. That's right. You should be able to see. Our mothers did not lead into this. They were dragged in and beaten. They were raptured in to this society. We had good mothers, you all nations. We had very good mothers. That's right. But they were raptured by the males. And I want to tell you again, my Father Yahweh and I watched this being done. That's right. I am the one sent across the great divide. My Father said there's a great gulf between you and him. And there is, and it was me too. But then he said, a body I made for me. I am that body. I am the cornerstone. That's right. I am the light bringer, not Lucifer. Lucifer keep you in the light. That's not his name. That's what you call him. That's why you said. He keep you in the dark. I bring you to the light. I bring you to the marvelous light of the Father. I awaken you. But I'll tell you, my Father Yahweh loved you so much that he sent his only son, and I'm his only son. And I love you, Gabriel. I love you. My brothers, awesome brothers I have, they love you. And we want to see all of you at the gate. We don't care what like here. We want to see you at the gate. I love you.